Hello folks, Burton's back. We're playing something a little bit different for once. It's a mod called After the End. This is on Crusader Kings 2. If you want to go ahead and get this mod, pop on over to Paradox Plaza and make sure you roll back your CK2 to 2.2.1. Okay, so what exactly is this mod? Well, it's post-apocalyptic America. And what I mean by that is the world's gone to shit. And you're trying to survive. So let's have a look what we've actually got in America. Interesting thing to go on first, religions. So as we can see, we've got a couple of standard religions, you know, Catholic, evangelical, but you've also got stuff like Rust culturists, atomicists, a couple of different ones. Even the Norse have managed to make it over. So you've got all these different religions vying for domination within a post-apocalyptic North America. Now, as you can see, a few people have declared themselves kings. We've got a king of Ontario, Iowa. Even someone in Mexico has crowned themselves. A couple of dukes, Kikastas, nice. And a couple of counts. So the first decision we're going to make is where we're going to start. Well, as I'll be role playing this a little bit, I thought I'd give myself a bit of a background story, so we're going to start over here, in good old Denver, Colorado. Now there are a couple of things to know about the world before we get into our Denver playthrough. So with the Indians, the mass destruction of the old world was in many ways a godsend for the Indians of old America. With the governments that once oppressed them destroyed, the Native Americans were free of the reservation systems, and they began expanding outwards once more. Unlike the days before the Indian Wars, however, these revitalized nations are now a minority in their own lands, and have had to compromise their rule with Anglo-American vassals, and acknowledgement of the papacy in New Rome. In such a state, can the Indians survive in the New World? Well, you know what? Maybe they can. I believe these guys are Indians. Yeah, so that's the closest Indians we have. They did mention there was a new papacy, which is here in St. Louis. So we're going to have to be careful of a few things. For those Americans of you watching, if you're wondering, is there still a president? Well, you know, you might be able to find him if you did the playthrough as the Americanists. Okay? That's not anything I'm going to do right now. Let's go back and get into things. So we're going to start as Duke Rockhart of Denver. Now we were lucky here in Denver. We managed to survive in the Cheyenne Mountain complex over here. And we've come back to Denver to try and reclaim and see what's happening. So here I am, first things first. I'm a theologian. I'm also brave, ambitious, gluttonous, and slothful. I've got a nice little combat modifier. Only problem I've got is I'm 65 years old. My wife, Duchess Faelora, she's also 65 years old. We do have quite a lot of children though. So we have Rockhart Jr. He's got a Nilsson, Rockhart Nilsson, there we go. So that's what we're going to call ourselves, Nilsson, because I'm not saying that every 2 minutes. So we do have quite a few different family members, so let's see what's what. Now we're going to check out our neighbours first. We have had some problems in the past with Peak Pike. Peak Pike, as you can see there, is... well, it's actually a religious settlement, it looks like. We do have quite a lot of people. What have we got? Yeah, they're more powerful than we are right now, so we're not going to bother with them. We do have the state of Boulder above us. Now these might be someone to have a look at in the future, but unfortunately, it looks like Larimer and Wells might very well back them up. Let's have a look at picking an ambition then. What are we gonna do? Become the King of Colorado. That sounds good. So we're gonna go for that first. So Colorado. Is pretty much all of that. So that's going to be our first goal. First things first, ARP. It's run by a cowboy, Chief Gerald of ARP. He doesn't have enough men to withstand us. We're going to go straight in and declare war. No, you won't accept vassalization. We're going to do it as a de jure claim. We could do a holy war because apparently these guys over here are revelationists. But the trauma of the apocalypse and centuries of isolation and turmoil have led to great distortions in the face, emphasizing supernatural. So these guys are kind of like the pagans. And you know what? We don't like pagans because, as you can see here, we're part of the Catholic heresy, neo-Gnostic. And here we are, we're off to our first war. Summon the troops. Have a quick look at the council as well. We're not doing too bad. Our marshal isn't great, but he's better than most in this post-apocalyptic wasteland. 340. That's in fact all they can muster. So there's no point you even coming over. Let's just strip on over to ARP. Now this is going to be a short fight with the people of ARP, and it's going to be our first step in getting ourselves a crown. While we're waiting for that, let's have a look at our next people. We've got Peckleton. Let's have a look at these guys. 792. Once again, these guys are strong. They're Christian. If my opinion ruled, the world would be more chaotic, but a fun place. If I keep following the laws, the world would have less chaos, but also be less fun. Well, let's have a look. I'm brave. I'm gonna be just. Now we're going quite heavy on the flank here. Can we also balance? No, we cannot. But these guys, intelligence says 274 light infantry, heavy infantry is negligible, as is their archers. This is going to be an easy fight. And here we go, the fight has begun, with Chief Gerald of ARP leading it himself. So what do we want here? Well, seeing as most of ours is made up of heavy, we're going to go for heavy infantry. Oh my god. Have they turned the tides? No, they're turning. Pursue phase, and there we go. We've won our first. We're going to chase these into the land of Weld. Weld's currently held by Vrain of Weld. After we take out, we're going to have a look and see if we can get ourselves any alliances with any of our children, because I don't believe any of them are married. Apparently, I'm now known as the Old. Well, we're going to have to change that, get ourselves a better nickname. Second fight, he's already running. 63. There we go. And he's ran off home, put his cowboy hat back on, and he's waiting the inevitable now. So while we're going to be besieging that, let's have a look at a few things then. So, got our Chancellor. He's not too bad. He's diligent, so at least we can keep keep the faith in him. Our Marshal. He's misguided. Oh, he's trained in warfare and martial arts, but sadly lacks the talent for it. That's a bit worrying. Yes, okay, I'm getting to you, Ma. It's not a problem. In fact, let's do that now. So where are you, Ma? There you are. So, who've we got? We've got a Texan, a Comanche. That's really Texans, really. So where are these guys? You're a long way away over in Titus. It's not too long away, but it's too far away to be of any use to me. What about the Comanche? Where are you based? Oh, that is a little bit better, in fact. So we're possibly going to have a Comanche in the family. Oh, Kikastus, they're up to something. They're after my guy. I'm not having that. Kikaston's subjugation of Colorado. They're getting a lot of people joining them. This isn't good. These guys might be a threat. Everyone knows the land of Matthew McConaughey is extremely, extremely dangerous. So beware. Needs to end this war and end it fast. There we go. Quickly offer the peace. And we've taken it. So that's ARP taken. Obviously he's not too happy with us, but hey, what are you going to do? Court Chamberlain, we're going to send him over to ARP. He's going to try and get them out of their devilish, paganish ways. Let's get our kids married, so Ma, back to you. For some reason, can't marry you automatically to anyone. However, Belden, who have we got? We've got Dixie, Harlison, and she's got a claim to Yazoo. So where are you based? My god, so far away. Right, we're gonna have to do this the old fashioned way. Try and find someone close. Now we want them close enough, but we also want them outside of Colorado. So really it's the Comanche territory, Comancheria. Possibly. Maybe even get someone from Pueblo. Oh, would do, but you haven't got anyone. Ration doesn't have a wife. He's Lord Mayor of Raton. Will he be interested in marrying my oldest? Ah, he's lowborn. Can we take it like this? Really? We're gonna do it. She's old anyway, so it's not much point keeping her there. Little Rock Cart isn't gonna do anything. Alamosa, who have we got? No one. Native Americans. It looks like we have to take a lot of these places by force, which isn't ideal considering a lot of them are stronger than ourselves. That will have to do for now. Let's get our general over building up our troops. And we're going to want to start doing a few things in terms of... You can go on there. Studying some technology. Bloody hell, is there enough to study? We'll send you over to Louisiana. There are a lot of big, powerful places. Yeah, I think I'm going to play like this for a bit. So she's left the court now, so we have ourselves our first ally. Now who to go for next? Now we're nowhere near strong enough yet to take on Wild or anyone like that. Peckleton looks like an obvious place, or Pike's Peak. They're still very strong though. It's going to be a while before we get anyone there. In fact, it might be too harsh to the courtiers of Denver, but chances is and manage to calm them down. And even like me more, just by giving them half a day off. How can I ever reward you? That will do. A book without a title was pushed into my hands by a hooded man in midnight blue. Something was said but was lost in confusion. The book was still there. Let's have a study of this book, see what comes up. Let's collect some taxes. I bring the trait Scholar. Well, Rockart is... he's my heir, but he's also extremely weak. And he's also cruel, which doesn't bode well. She's actually very good. We're going to pair him off with Leader. Well, because we want them to have fairly strong children. Go on, Art, we need your people. So let's have a look at the surrounding areas. They're not attacking anyone. Comancheria. They're actually at war. High Chief Allen of the 51 over Hobbs. We'll do that because we really can't afford to lose much right now. Now I do like the feel of this mod so far. I know it's far from complete, but it's something a little bit different to play. Changes things up a little bit from Game of Thrones. And it allows me to take over America. We're going to try a cheeky little push for Boulder. They have no allies. I'm worried that these two are going to jump in. But let's try them. We don't have... this is where it gets a bit difficult. Because these guys are all the same religion, so we need to actually start developing some claims. Ma, I've tried to get you married like 4 times. No one wants to marry you, okay? Let's just get rid of her first. Where's that Comanche guy? Well, you've got a wife, so that's no good. Right, so here are all the rulers. Guy way over in Quebec. Yankee Texans. I think the best we're going to get is a Texan at this rate. Alright, Ma. Oh, he's lowborn again. He's another mare though. Matrinail it is. There we go. Right, where's she buggered off to? I don't even know where this place is. Could it be any further away? Well, that's just fine by me because she was starting to get on my nerves. So that's what happens, Ma, when you pester me all the time. Right, let's get some claims going here. Boulder first. Meanwhile, we're probably going to have to take Pikes Peak, so we're almost at full capacity. Nowhere near. Once we get the men of Arp back up and running, we'll be able to take them, hopefully. Because at the end of the day, we're going to become the king. The king of Colorado, and then we're going to push out. It might take us some time, but we'll do it in the end. Oh, I'm a bit ill. Now here's a screen I've not seen for a while because I very rarely play vanilla CK2 or anything else other than the Game of Thrones one. It's the technology screen. So we're plugging away, and you know what? I've not used it in that long. I'm just going to let it run its course until I've got points to spend.